composure? Has it been a bit of a an overwhelming sort of thing?
Yeah, I think like in my debut, I was just very calm and all of that. But I think that might have been just because I didn't know what was happening. I was just like, oh, just this 17, 18-year-old kid, just like, oh, what's happening here? Just I didn't know that it was something I was supposed to get nervous for or whatever. And I think that kind of helps. And then from then I've just realized, oh, well, I didn't get nervous that time and I won. So let's just keep that same process going. So it was almost that naive factor at the start that's kind of led to me just keeping this cool, calm head on everything.
Should I get nervous for this? I guess so.
Yeah, just like, am I supposed to get nervous? Does everyone else look nervous? Like asking my coaches, really.
I think my second fight, I'm warming up and we're in the corner. It's Jordan, his girlfriend, and a few other people. And his girlfriend says to me, "What are you getting nervous for?" Like, sincerely. And I was like, "Excuse me."
Oh, great idea. I should probably start getting nervous then,
like,
shouldn't I? Yeah.
I'm the dickhead, aren't I? Why am I getting nervous for a cage fight? It's a mystery.
Yeah.
The fact I got knocked out 30 seconds later after that is not the point. But
yeah,
I said that's why I was nervous. There you go.
Yeah.
Completely
logical. Completely logical.
But when it comes to the result, because again, obviously you've had your wins, obviously you had your moments where you've had been caught and stuff. How do you find post-result to the next fight? Do you linger on the result at all? Do you revel in the wins and wallow in the defeats? Do you just move on straight away? How do you find moving on to the next stage?
You can't. After a win, it's complete ecstasy. Like you're always going. We always like go out to a club, celebrate after, have a bit of fun. And I'm stood there in the middle of the club, like clenching my fists, like, yes, just like keeps dripping through that feeling of victory after for a few days. And then by the time Monday morning comes, you start to just, oh, right, that's happened, back to earth. But with a loss, it's very different in the fact that everything plays in your head of, oh, why didn't I do that? And just very frustrating. And you can't sweep a loss under the carpet like that. And I think if you can, then that's not necessarily a strength. I think you've got to be very frustrated about losses, pick it apart a lot and just kind of completely learn from it and understand from it. And I know it's very cliche, oh, win or learn, but if you lose and you don't grow from it, then it's a complete waste of a loss. But if you lose, you grow from it and you kind of just learn from it, then it's worthwhile having that fight. But still, after a loss, like you'll wake up in the middle of the night, go for a wee, and you'll be like, fuck, why did I lose that fight? And it'll just keep, that feeling will be there constantly for about a week or so.
Only a week?
Well, a week or so. That's me being modest there.
I was going to say, I'm still stinging a little bit. It's all good. But here we go. but this is where this gets a bit more raw and a bit more honest. Because again, this is something that's so personal. Because again, as much as we're saying, oh yeah, where your record now, there's individual fights. These are just numbers. They don't mean that much until you break it down. What that was, they're individual camps. It's different stages of your life and where you managed to deal with these things. And I don't know, it's very hard to really give it that true value, especially on like just when it comes to numbers, like, oh, it's a win or a loss. And no, it's not. It's the whole camp, it's the whole experience, it's who you were at that point. And you have to appreciate that. And when it comes to coming back from the loss or come back to the win as such, do you feel that bleeds onto your following performance in the gym? For example, like you come back with a win, there's an X in your back, you come back from a loss, you need to fix that mistake straight away or you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah, I think your past performance does kind of affect your next one quite a lot. If you look at my past two fights ago, I fought Mark Ewan and I got stopped in the first round. First time I ever got stopped, caught with a body shot. And that really kind of annoyed me because I didn't get to perform and do anything. And with the way things were with COVID and everything, actually getting a fight was ages. So it was August to November. So it wasn't like I could turn around and fight a month later. So it was like 3 months later. And when I got that fight, I was just fueled off that loss. That win was completely fueled off that loss. And also fueled off the fear of, I don't want to lose 2 fights in a row. A 2-fight losing skid or any sort of losing skid's not good. You always want to be in that win column and kind of keep the momentum going. So that last fight is a great example of how coming off a loss, it just fueled me all fight camp thinking, I do not want 2 losses in a row.
Now, this is going to sound really stupid, and try not to laugh just yet. Why is it
Right.
you don't want to lose? In the sense of, again, you mentioned their performance was the main thing there. Like, how do you find the build up? Is it more a fear of not performing, or is it more a fear of not getting the result to then affect your career further down the line?
Um, a mix of both. Obviously, wins kind of boost your stock and help you build up to where I want to be in the future. But also that performance aspect. I don't want to just go in there and watch that fight back and think that's not me in the gym. But I think the big thing is I'm very competitive. So when I lose, it annoys me so much, and I know I can do better than that. So uh, for me, the reason why a loss gets to me so much is just that competitive nature deep in me. As soon as I lose, I kind of want rematch. Let's go rematch. I can beat you. I know I can. So I'm very much like, whether it's playing a board game or having a fight, I'm very much, let's go again. Let me win. Let me win. So that's probably why losses mean quite a bit to me. It and all the obvious stuff
Yeah, yeah.
alongside that. Yeah.
Try to make it a bit clearer, not just why don't you want to lose? Well, why would
Yeah.
you want to lose, you fucking idiot?